Hi everyone, it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today for a new tutorial, and today I'm featuring the Stamp Market Collaboration Stamp Set for STAMPtember. This beautiful stamp set has some gorgeous leaves and flowers that you can use to create some beautiful floral arrangements. I'm going to be making a one-layer card today. I don't do that very often, and I wanted to challenge myself to do that again today. So I am using the stamp set with some Distress Oxide inks to do some stamping and create a simple one-layer card design. I'm pulling out a greeting from the Simon Says Stamp Greetings Mix stamp set. I'm going to stamp this with some really nice crisp black ink. This is the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink, and I stamped it twice just to get a really dark impression. I'm ready to move on to stamping the florals, so I'm going to start arranging the flowers in my Misty stamping tool. And because I want to stamp some of these off the card a little bit, I will move over to my larger Misty here shortly. However, I wanted to do something unique with the stamping. I want the images to have a little bit of a dimensional and shaded look without having to pop them up off the card. So by using some darker colors of oxide inks, in this particular case I use Shabby Shutters, and then peeled paint as the darker color, I'm adding color along the edges of the stamp to create a darker edging around the color that I've stamped previously. So in this case, I stamped dried marigold as the first layer, and then using the side of the ink pad, I'm tapping that along the edges of the stamp using rusty hinge for a darker orange color. And it creates just a little bit of subtle shading and makes the images look a little bit more dimensional without having to actually pop them up or do any coloring. Now for this particular leaf, I'm using this as more of an accent piece, so I'm not going to do any shading for this one, especially since it's just coming in off of very small corners of the card. This time I'm using Forest Moss. This really nice dark green color looks so good with these other colors I've chosen, which is inspired by some fall color palettes. I want something that has a very fall-like feel to this, since autumn is fast approaching. As I continue stamping, I'm also filling in some areas with a bit of purple using Dusty Concord, and these are some fun berry images from another stamp set that Simon released for STAMPtember. It was the Paper Rose set, which had some beautiful poinsettias, and I had this cute little berry image, which I'm using to fill in some of these little spots. I'm going to continue filling in these last little florals here using a bit of scattered straw and fossilized amber. This adds just a nice warm yellowy tone and really accents the whole entire card. To add a little bit of interest, I'm going to add some splatters. These are gold splatters using my Fine Tech watercolor palette, and I'm just tapping these across the card for a little bit of shine, and that is really going to finish things up. I kept it super simple, and I really love how this one layer effect looks. One thing to note is I did make a coordinating envelope using the same technique, and I even took that gold paint and just covered over that heart that's at the end of the sentiment with the gold paint, and that really finishes things off. So I hope that today's video has inspired you to create with this new stamp set from the Stamp Market and Simon Says Stamp for STAMPtember 2019. If you want to see more inspiration using this set, be sure to visit the Simon Says Stamp blog. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back again very soon with more to share with you. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!